Hello, Pep.
Hello.
Can I just ask you made the players make sure they thanked the fans after the Palace game, and you've spoken a bit about the atmosphere against Aston Villa and Bournemouth. Does it feel to you like the Etihad the atmosphere has improved?
Comparing the previous seasons and my first seasons completely. The noise is louder and they are closer, always is full. And it's a joy to play in Etihad right now.
So when did you first notice that change then?
When they were incredibly pleased about these players, and when that's happened, and they know that we'll never give up and we'll try to do our best to make them feel pass a good 90 minutes, be comfortable that, and after, when they know what's going to happen, they support us, and hopefully can continue.
Do you feel it? Do the players feel it sort of in the games?
Yeah, much better, yeah. Much. Yeah. We have to give them, of course. Okay? Otherwise, nobody, we have to give them. But the way we want to try to play is to encourage them to be close to us. But moments in the games always is there, and after we scored the first goal, quite similar. Aston Villa was completely different because we play for the Premier League. But when we scored the first goal, we saw they are there. The noise and everything, and that's so important for the opponent and for ourselves.
Thanks.
Hi, Pep. You said we'll find out tomorrow if you're resting early or not. You've only known him a month or so now, you said, and you've been with him a few weeks. But how do you think he will take that when the time comes to rest him? And how do you, as a manager, explain to players, particularly strikers who want to play all the time because that's they want to chase goal targets, that kind of thing? How do you explain to them that it's for their benefit and the benefit of the team?
No, I'm not going to explain. I don't explain the reason why I made decisions because I'm not convinced them. So some players understand it's part of everyone, and some the other ones never will understand me. I know them quite well, and some of them I can tell them all for that reason, but the other ones I don't care. So I do it for the best for the team, for the win the games, and for many reasons, and that's all. I'm the manager, and I decide for that. So I'm being paid for that. They have to pay for accept my decisions.
But are you the kind of manager who will tell players maybe a few days or a week in advance, I'm not playing you here, but I will play you?
No, never. Never, because in 1 week change many things about injuries, about the ideas of the opponent, the previous game. No. And now with this crazy schedule for everyone, the day before or day of the game, I start to take a decision. For many reasons, for the way they training in the training ground every day, how they behave when they play, how they don't behave when they don't play, when they play 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 90 minutes, and there are players accept it, and there are players that they believe they have to play because I am who I am, and they are completely wrong. Completely wrong.
Hi, Pep. Just going back to Julian, a lot of players come from South America to the Premier League via another European team, could spend a year in Spain or Italy before moving to England. Why did you think it was right for him to come directly from Argentina?
No, when you buy a player, a club buy a player for another country, at the end you never know how it's going to adapt, how it's going. What you have to do is try to help him and give all the structure in the club, not just on the pitch, off the pitch, to settle as quick as possible to make him feel comfortable. I said many times, the group of the players are extraordinary, so that's why it's not easy. And when the guy is humble, the guy have desire and wish, to succeed here, at the end it's happened. The players come here, they are so good. The quality is there. We don't have doubts about that. Depends a lot of them, his mentality. In Julian, for the day one, we saw the opportunity. I don't want to miss it. I want to do it well. And that is so important. He is so young, having incredible success in one of the most important teams around the world, like in Argentina, River Plate. And if he's able to do this there with his personality, he can adapt whatever. And I feel he's going to help us in many, many things.
And his strength on the ball, is that one of his best attributes? Because if you look at him, he's not exactly a really big kind of...
Yeah, but he's so strong, he's fast, and especially have incredible sense of goal. He reads really well the game. And have, of course, margin to improve. He's so young, but always he's able to do it, to listen and maybe sometimes don't understand much because still he doesn't speak English fluently, and we help it through the images. We talk. Of course, I speak Spanish, so for him, every time it's easy to communicate with him. But the most important thing is how he open to try to help and do it. And when that's happened, everything is going well. Everything is going to happen in his career. In that period, he didn't come for a few weeks or months. He come for many, many years and hope he can succeed. We are here to help him.
Hi Pep, just picking up on what David said there about, you responded, don't explain my reasons to players for leaving them out. Would you ever, if you leave a player out and you thought, that was a bit of a mistake, would you ever say that to them, or would that be a sign of weakness? Would you say afterwards, I'm sorry about that, I made a mistake? Has that ever happened? Would you do that?
Well, of course I make a mistake.
But would you say that to the player afterwards, later? Say, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that, or would that be a sign of weakness?
I'm not absolutely in a problem to accept my mistakes. I tell them many times I'm not perfect. I would love it, but I'm not. So I make a lot of mistakes, of course, but they do it too. And I accept sometimes better than they accept it. So that's for sure. So I accept it, of course. But they play, and this is the most difficult part of the situation. But the intention is to always do it well. And of course, I when I make a mistake, I tell them.
How long is Jack Grealish or Calvin Phillips? How long are they out if they're still not?
I saw them in the training session, close in the other pitch, running with the ball. They are both, Nathan as well, much better. We'll see Aston Villa or maybe Champions League or the next one Tottenham. So I think they are closer, and we need them because we are FIFA players.
Do you think it's possible for Erling to play in every game, physically possible for Erling to play in every game from now to the World Cup, or will you need to rest him?
He's 22 years old, so he's young, so I think recover well. I think he's able to play quite regularly, but not because it's World Cup, because I don't handle the players for the World Cup. I'm sorry for the national trainers, so because they don't think about us when they go to the national teams. So we are here, we're going to try to do the decisions day by day, game by game, and we'll see what happens. But we are seeing, it was 4 days, for the last game, for this game is 4 days. It's different than 3, like it's going to happen Aston Villa, 3 days Sevilla, 3-4 days with travel Spurs, so that will be maybe different. But no travel, for the recovery is much worse. So at the end, we play here, we make good recovery, day off, 2-day training. So the players I see today really well.
Why doesn't answer wrong, please?
Hi Pep. I think it's your first game against Nottingham Forest. You mentioned they're a historical club. Do you hear all the stories about Brian Clough when you were growing up?
Yeah. I have 2 biographies I read.
You read his biographies?
No.
Yeah. I think you said when you played against Nigel Clough, I think you said he was a genius, or Brian, that was.
No, well, I saw with his son, no? Yeah. It's completely different, yeah. It was, the impact in English football is quite, and the way, the style, I know that how good they try to play. So the success, the Champions League in that period, European champion. So I like these historical clubs are back in the position they are, and I think what they have done last season, this group of players, this manager with this club when took over in the bad position, and what they have done is really impressed. So now the president had decided, okay, we want to stay here, and they invest with money and with a lot of players. And I think a year to maybe 1 or 2 more, and the transfer window is not open. So yeah, and in the game we play against Tottenham, and they were brilliant. They were really brilliant. So yeah, it would be as in that period, the Premier League always is so tough. The teams are free here, and that's why always play, especially a new promoted, play without pressure, and they are so dangerous in that period. Really dangerous.
Just the last one with Rob, please, guys. Just get the mic up. Thank you.
You've obviously been together with this group for quite a long time now. You've won 4 titles in 5 years. You've started the season well again. how have you managed to maintain the hunger among the squad to want to go and do it all over again?
It's our job. Why should not do it? Because we won 4 and 5. That we are here, we have to do our job as best as possible.
Do you ever have to
And they like to play football, they want to win, they are happier. The way they finish the game against Crystal Palace, the way John and Ruben and Phil celebrate the victory, so I like that. So once we are there, what do we have to do? Our best. If not, you have to go and do another business.
Do you ever have to remind the players of that, or is it just natural within the players themselves just to want to go and do it all again, even though they've done it all before?
But normally in the pre-season, in the beginning of the season, when you've been back-to-back Premier League, always you have the maybe tendency to do it. But I didn't have that feeling in pre-season. I didn't have that feeling in the training sessions. Maybe because Loren making incredible training sessions, always so dynamic and always are so competitive and always they are with the ball, and I think they enjoy to do it. And when it doesn't happen, I will be there. They know me. So we have to, the people, Premier League don't wait, and our fans, they're incredible, happy Aston Villa, but they said, okay, it's over. Yeah, it's good memories for us, but we are already here. What do you have to do? Living what you have done in the past? So no, next step is a step forward, one step in a time, and do it. So I think we can lose, but I had the feeling this is not going to happen for the fact to be a little bit lazy or naive. I think this team is not going to happen.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.